Yes, sir.
Right. So BAMHI means it is Bacillus. BAMHI means it is Bacillus amyloliquefaciens bacteria. Okay. So genus is Bacillus, species is amyloliquefaciens. H is H strain. H strain. There are different strains in this Bacillus amyloliquefaciens. It belongs to H strain and order 1. So this is how the naming of restriction endonucleases is given. Okay. So examples for restriction endonucleases you can see here: EcoR1, EcoR5, and BAMH1. So these are some examples for restriction endonucleases, and these are the enzymes produced by bacteria. So different bacteria will produce different type of restriction endonucleases. So what is the action of restriction endonucleases? I told you restriction endonucleases are called as molecular scissors. Molecular scissors. So restriction endonucleases, what they do, they recognize specific base sequences of DNA of 4 to 6 base pairs in length and cleave both strands of DNA which are mostly palindromic. Both strands of DNA have the same sequence when read in 5' to 3' direction. So palindrome sequence. So these restriction endonucleases, they recognize a specific base sequence of DNA which is 4 to 6 base pairs in length and cleave both strands of DNA which are mostly palindromic. So they identify specific base sequence. So how the specific base sequence? It is palindromic. It is palindromic sequence. So what is palindromic? You should understand here. So see here below I have given one example of DNA sequence. Now this is a double strand DNA. On one strand the sequence is CTTAAG, and see the other sequence is GAA, C for G, T for A, T for A for T, A for T, G for C. So GAA, TTC. Now see, if you see this top sequence, top strand DNA sequence, it is CTTAAG. Now you read it in a reverse direction, it is GAA, TTC. The same is done at the down. The same is there at the down. So CTTAAG, if you read in this reverse order, GAA, TTC, and GAA, TTC is present at the down. So this is called palindromic sequence. This is called palindromic sequence. For example, I will tell you certain English words, and if you read these English words in the reverse order, it will be the same spelling. For example, you know the soap Liril? Liril soap, you know? There is a soap called Liril. Liril.
Yes, sir.
Liril. Spelling is Liril. And when you read the spelling from this direction to that direction, it is the same spelling. Liril, Liril. And if you read it in a reverse direction, the spelling is same, Liril. So this is called palindromic. This is called palindromic. Similarly, there is another word called madam. Madam spelling is MADAM. And if you read madam from this direction or from opposite direction, it is the same spelling you get. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So that kind of words are called as palindromic. And DNA, double-stranded DNA, will have certain palindromic sequences. So this is an example for palindromic sequence. So the opposite strand, both the strands will have the reverse sequence. This is called palindromic. CTTAAG. And if you write this in the reverse order, see here, GAATTC. So this is called palindromic sequence. So this kind of sequences are identified by restriction endonucleases, and they go there and they cut that sequence of DNA to stop the other species of DNA to grow in the bacterial growing medium. So that is how these enzymes protect the bacterial DNA and bacterial species. So coming to the more details about action of restriction endonucleases. Now see, restriction endonucleases, they recognize a specific base sequence of DNA, which is of 4 to 6 nucleotides, and cleave both the strands. And the base sequences formed are called palindromes, and each restriction endonuclease recognizes its own specific sequence. So each restriction endonuclease has got own specific identification of DNA palindromic sequences. For example, ECO-R1, you take ECO-R1. ECO-R1 can identify the palindromic sequence GAA-TTC and CTTAAG. So this sequence is identified by ECO-R1 enzyme. So ECO-R1 only cuts a DNA which is having this palindromic sequence. So each restriction endonuclease enzyme recognizes its own specific sequence. So restriction endonucleases, they cut the DNA and produce two types of cleavage patterns. Again, by cutting you will get two types of cleavage patterns. So some restriction endonucleases cut both strands of DNA with no unpaired bases called blunt ends. No unpaired bases called blunt ends. Some restriction endonucleases cut DNA with few unpaired bases called sticky ends. I will tell you what is blunt end and what is sticky end. So remember, because restriction endonucleases can cut the DNA, it can produce two types of cleavage patterns. One is blunt end cleavage pattern, the other one is sticky ends cleavage pattern. So two DNA fragments with complementary sticky ends can base pair with each other. So you should understand what is a blunt end, what is a sticky end. I will show you what is a blunt end and what is a sticky end. Now see here, ECO-R1, I said this recognizes a sequence called GAA-TTC. Now CTTAA is the reverse order, and you can see the same here, CTTAAG. So this is a fragment of DNA, and I told you that ECO-R1 recognizes this sequence and it can cleave this palindromic sequence of DNA. Now when ECO-R1 cuts at CGA, in between GA, so here GA, this side GA is present here, this side GA is present here. So it can cut here, it can cut here. So now there are two possibilities. See, this is one fragment you get and this is another fragment you get. So this end is called sticky end. See, because these nucleotides, they are naked now, they are exposed. They are exposed and this fragment is free here, and here this fragment is free. So this type of ends, they are called as sticky ends. So when a restriction endonuclease enzyme cuts the palindromic sequence of double-stranded DNA, you can get sticky ends, which is like this. Now there are certain enzymes which can produce blunt ends by cutting the DNA, double-stranded DNA. Now when you get the blunt ends, see, blunt end means it is like this. So there is no nucleotide is free. All the three nucleotides are bonded, paired. So you get two fragments, two double-stranded DNA fragments with the enzyme if it produces blunt ends. So this is called sticky end and this is called blunt end. So there are some enzymes, restriction enzymes, which cleave the palindromic sequences of DNA and can result in two types of cleavages. One can produce sticky end and the other can produce blunt end. So if the restriction endonuclease enzyme cuts in between CG, here also CG, here also CG. So this is the site of action for the enzyme, and this can cut this DNA. As a result, you will get two clear cut double-stranded DNA fragments with no single-stranded nucleotides. So this is called blunt end cleavage and this is called sticky end cleavage. So restriction endonucleases can produce two types of cleavages, can result in the formation of sticky end fragments and blunt end